This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. You've heard me talk about BetterHelp for a long time. What we've never done is look at what people say after they actually use it. You can check it out yourself at betterhelp.com/reviews. It updates every day. Hundreds of people describing how it has helped them in real time. The rating is what stands out. BetterHelp has an average live therapy session rating of 4.9 out of 5, based on over 1.7 million client session reviews. More than 6 million people have used BetterHelp globally, and their therapists have at least 3 years and 1,000 hours of hands-on experience, plus the education, training, and certifications behind them. Answer a few questions, get matched with the therapist based on your needs, and switch therapists at any time. If it isn't the right fit, see the reviews, see what stands out, and see if BetterHelp is right for you. Visit betterhelp.com. That's betterhelp.com. Rough River Lake sits in the western Kentucky Knobs, an hour and a half southwest of Louisville, in country that was farmed and logged before the Corps of Engineers dammed the river in the 50s. Falls of Rough is the settlement at the upper end, and it is named for a set of rapids on the Rough River that were there long before anybody thought to dam anything. A mill was working that drop by 1790, and George Washington owned 5,000 acres in the country around it 2 years later. The mill is still standing, abandoned and partly collapsed. Indian Valley is one of the developments strung along the shore below it. In summer, the roads carry boat trailers, and the coves run loud until dark. February is murky water under a gray sky. The hardwoods bare, the docks pulled up, the vacation places shut and dark with their pipes drained. The permanent residents are a thin scatter. The nearest hospital is half an hour off, so when something goes wrong on a cool February morning, the first responder is whoever lives across the road. On the 5th of February 2024, a man named Ben Starks was asleep on Indian Ridge Road when the screaming started.
So what happened out there at the house today?
I don't know.
But you know your mom.
I was having with my young, beautiful girl. I've been with her 7 years.
What's her name?
My queen.
Are you talking about Lauren?
Lauren. Hi, my name is Lauren.
Her name is Lauren.
Lauren. Temple.
So you were having with Lauren?
Mm-hmm.
Then what happened? Stopped having.
We was just sitting there, we was talking, spoken serious.
Then what happened next? Do you and Lauren live in the same house?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who else lives with you?
Mm-hmm. Mom, Dad.
Your dad does?
Mom, Dad.
Mom and Dad?
Dad.
What's that?
Her Mom, Dad.
What's their names?
Mm-hmm.
Is that Teresa and Joe that you live with?
Joe.
Joe?
Teresa. Yeah.
Yeah. So you and Teresa and Joe stay in the same house?
Yeah.
With Lauren too, your girlfriend, your queen?
Yeah.
So you had with Lauren, and then you stopped having.
We started to do some more.
Some more.
They said, both like that in days.
You haven't done meth like that in days?
No, it was a week for 9 days.
A week or 9 days?
Well, let's see. I see them again. Lauren, you gotta get to see him again, sweetie. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know what the fuck. No, this is real. This is real. This is real, ain't it?
Yeah, it's
Real, ain't it? It's real, pretty fucking real.
Teresa Bowles was 59 years old. Her husband, Joseph, was 60. They had lived in Indian Valley a long time, long enough to be counted among the permanent people rather than the summer people. Teresa had served in the United States Army, and she worked as a floral designer, and she enjoyed it. She had 3 kids, Victoria and Lauren and Nick. She had 5 grandchildren, 4 girls and a boy. Ben Starks lived across the road from them, and across the road means something closer than it sounds out there. There were not many houses and fewer occupied, and the 2 places faced each other over a strip of asphalt with the lake below and the woods coming up from behind. By the winter of 2024, there were 4 adults in the Bowles house. Teresa and Joseph were 2 of them. The third was Lauren Tabor, 32, one of Teresa's 3 children. The fourth was Lauren's boyfriend, George T. Greer, who was 49 and who had moved in with her that December. The arrangement lasted 2 months, December to February. 4 adults through a Kentucky winter on the shore of a drained lake. The nearest neighbor was across the road, and there was not much else within shouting distance. Starks described what that had been like from the outside before the younger 2 moved in. The Bowles had been uneventful neighbors. Afterward, there was some yelling and arguing. He was careful about it when reporters asked. No physical violence, he said, or anything like that. They had not been horrible neighbors. They mainly kept to themselves.
Is there any way I can get you to walk me through what happened?
Yeah. So, George Thomas Greer, but he goes by Tommy. We moved back down here from Iowa, me and him did. I mean, he's always been extremely paranoid. So we've been kind of like on again, off again, on whenever he's out of jail or prison. He taught me how to love and to be loved.
So what led up to today?
It's going to sound insane, but all of it is literally over sex and me not wanting it. And him and my mom had just gotten into a really bad argument.
What did they argue about?
He has jealousy problems. He had an issue with me spending time with my mom. So after arguing, I'd say it's probably closer to like 2:30, I finally decided just to give in and give him what he wanted. After 4 hours had passed, I was like, hey, I'm tired. I'm ready to go to bed. He didn't like the facial expression. It's pretty much snapped. And then I can hear someone going through the door. And it's my mom. And he looks back at me and he said, I'm killing her too. And I see him open the door and then I just see him swing and I knew. And I grabbed something off the floor and hit him with it because I had to get him off my mom. And then my dad came out of his room, so then him and Tommy were like struggling right there in the kitchen. I went over to the sliding door. I got me and Mom out, and he came out and he was following us. And he said, yeah, well, I just killed Joe, too. You could hear the sadistic, like, just pride. He kept holding that sword up, telling me he was going to freaking kill me if I didn't get in the truck. I said, you know, what? You don't even have the keys. I don't know what made me think about that. Then he goes to run in the house. So I ran. I just kept asking him, like, where's my mama? And then they showed me where she was, and I ran to her on the ground, and I didn't notice before then, like, her neck, and a huge chunk that was missing out of her neck. She held her breath, and then her whole face started turning blue and purple, and, like, I just seen it, and I seen her eyes. I seen her soul leave her body.
I'm sorry for your loss.
I begged that guy to shoot him. You know, all of, like, 6 years ago, I couldn't imagine my life without him.
Was Tommy saying anything during that time?
He kept telling me, I told you that I was going to do this.
Is that the meth talking, or is that the way he is when he's not on meth?
I don't even know anymore. He had no intentions of letting me or either one of my parents alive.
So you think he wanted to kill you?
Yes.
He was coming out there to finish the job?
I believe that very much so.
What set it off was a dispute between George Greer and Lauren Tabor. Greer and Tabor got into it. Her parents intervened. Within minutes, an argument between two people in a bedroom had cut down several adults in that house. Teresa and Joseph Bowles did what a parent does when a man is going at their daughter in their own house. They stepped in. George Greer was armed within seconds. Things truly got bad when Greer reached for the samurai sword while under the influence. The samurai sword used in the attack was about 3 feet of steel, with an edge made to be swung with both hands, weighted so the swing keeps going through whatever it meets. In an open field, a person can back away from a sword. Inside a house, there is nowhere to back to. The bedroom is 12 feet across, the hallway 3 feet wide. A blade that long turns every room into a space where the man swinging it can touch both walls. Set the hour against it, 7 in the morning in February, and the sun is not up. The house is closed against the cold. Everyone inside it, in bedclothes, and nobody is wearing shoes. 2 of them are in their late 50s and 60s, and they have come out of sleep and into a fight already started. There is no gun in reach. There is no room in that house that does not end in a wall. The only door that leads anywhere leads outside, into the dark and cold, and to get to it, a person has to go past the man with the sword. 3 people met that blade inside that box, in the dark, barefoot, and all 3 of them went down. Teresa Bowles, 59, took injuries that killed her. Joseph Bowles, 60, her husband, took injuries police described as life-threatening. He would be flown by helicopter to University of Louisville Hospital and listed in critical condition for days.
His hand is cut off right there, completely severed. They put it on ice and sent it with him. His hand was dangling off. He's got a 5-inch laceration in the back of his head, a couple of them on his chest. He may go 10-7 because he lost a lot of blood. Of course, he looked like he's been in a war. Her whole face was covered with blood. That's Lauren.
Damn arm's almost off. Look, it's cut down to the bone.
The back of her head cut too?
Looks like it.
Chopped the hand off.
Pick her up in the hand.
I know, it's about to come off. By the way the house looks, it was a damn all-out brawl with a sword. Every room in the house has floor, wall, and ceiling.
There's 2 big old holes in the top of this bathroom. Yeah.
Yeah, that sword's either with him or he chucked it back here. There's blood on that.
Yeah. Blood all over here. Maybe that's a little chunk of skin there. Got hair on it.
I don't know if that's her or not. It may be. Couldn't tell. Her face was covered with blood.
Hey, Norman. It's just kind of worth noting that we was looking on Facebook. It looks like they have some kids in common.
Yeah, there was no kids at the resident. I'll see what I can find
They got a
out.
picture of them 2 together.
All right. Thank you.
Hey, where's this 3-year-old child at? In Iowa? For sure? Okay.
Lauren Tabor, 32, was cut, and Lauren Tabor could still run. She got herself out a door into a February morning, barefoot on frozen ground, and started screaming across a road, in a place where almost nobody was home. Ben Starks was asleep. What woke him was screams for help. He went to the window, and what he saw, though it in the gray first light, is the image that attached itself to the killing ever since. It ran in every Kentucky headline that week, and every national one after. There was a man in the road, naked, carrying a samurai sword, trying to escort a young lady back to the house.
What happened?
So it's like a movie? Hey, you know she's hurting pretty bad right now.
No. She's gonna live.
I don't know.
She gonna live.
She wanted us to come talk to you. She wanted to know why everything happened.
I don't know what happened. Damn, see this hour. It's hour, man.
It's okay. We'll get something.
Like that was happening too.
Yeah, it's just water.
Same was happening, dude. And you know, I knocked that over though, right?
Yeah, it's okay. No, I did it. I knocked
No,
it.
you didn't.
Yeah, I got
How?
it. I was reaching.
I hit it.
It's okay. That ain't no big deal. I'm not worried about it. I'll clean it up. Just some water.
You don't get it, dude. He's a demon or something. Maybe we all just doing too much meth. Fuck Owl. Owl suck a fucking dick.
Tell me a little bit about Joe and Teresa. Did they do methamphetamine too?
Oh, yeah. I've never cheated on Lauren. I respect and dignity. This is the love of my life.
Hey, Tommy, do you know why we're here?
We're here because of fucking Iowa.
No.
For this ain't real. This ain't real. This ain't real. This ain't real. That's not true. It can't be. You don't want to hear the whole thing, do you?
I do.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Shut the fuck up and listen.
Okay.
Who would have known we went on our first date to be at the graveyard?
Do what?
This can't be my goddamn life! This can't be my life, man! This can't be my life! This is fucking bullshit! Me and that girl, all we ever wanted was the fucking family. Are you fucking kidding? Are you fucking kidding? She's so torn up, man. I killed her mom. I didn't kill her mom. Where are we?
Right now?
Where are we at?
We're in Grayson County.
Oh, we're still close to the lake house. Lauren's alive.
She's hurting pretty bad.
Lawrence, I'm so sorry. Why didn't I pay attention to the deja vu? And man, oh my God, it was trying to tell me something. I'm recollecting this whole day as a dream or memory that I have in my head. Today, she wanted me to check in for immediate right side meds.
You want some water?
Please.
Here you go,
A
Tom.
cigarette?
Yeah, I'll get you a cigarette.
Really? No shit?
Yeah, I'll get you a cigarette. I'll sit here and listen to your story.
Even when I went to Muhlenberg, the Christian camp place?
Victor, if I didn't want to steal that.
I know, it's been all over you again. Then you'd be feeling like I do.
I'm
Soggy.
Yeah, me too. It's kind of a sucky day.
Kind of sucky day, huh? Oh, wake up. This is a real the dream.
You and I both know it's not a dream, otherwise we wouldn't be in this little room.
And this little room. And this box room.
Lauren's hurting pretty bad.
No. What's what happened to her?
I know what happened to her, but I wanted to hear it from you. You said you were going to get to that part of the story.
How much time we got?
I got all day.
Okay, brother.
You want to take a break for a minute? We'll come back in here.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Around them is a February Monday at first light, frost on the grass, a lake somewhere down the hill. In the middle of a residential road stands a 49-year-old man wearing nothing, with 3 feet of steel in his hands. It's 8 at night. I've been buried in an edit since morning, and I finally look up and realize nobody has thought about dinner. Nothing thawed. No plan. That stopped happening once my freezer had Omaha steaks in it. Tender steaks, flavorful burgers, seafood, chicken, and sides delivered straight to my door. It's like having a trusted butcher and a gourmet food shop at home, and no more gambling on unknown brands. Omaha Steaks has earned its reputation over 100 years. The same beef trusted in kitchens across the country, shipped frozen and ready to grill, sear, or roast. Steakhouse quality without the steakhouse prices, and your family will think dinner took hours. If you've never tried them, the Burger Perfection Flight is the perfect introduction. 5 distinct cuts: filet mignon, New York strip, ribeye, brisket, and sirloin. Try the Burger Perfection Flight at omahasteaks.com today. That's 20 premium steak burgers for just $79.99. Plus, get $35 off with promo code BEEF. That's omahasteaks.com, promo code BEEF for $35 off at checkout. Terms apply. See site for details. Listener, most of us picked a bank at 16 and never looked back. That's where Chime comes in. Chime is changing the way people bank. They're not like traditional old banks that charge fees and gatekeep perks and rewards. Chime offers the most rewarding, fee-free banking, all with no overdraft fees, no monthly fees, no minimum balance fees. You get 5% cash back on a Chime card in a category of choice, like gas or groceries, all while building credit through everyday spending with no credit check. Your savings rate is 9 times the national average, and if you're ever in a pinch, Spot Me lets you overdraft up to $200 fee-free. Join the millions who are already banking fee-free. Head to chime.com chime.com/obscura. That is chime.com/obscura. Sign up now. It only takes a few minutes. Chime is a fintech, not a bank. Banking services and Chime Card provided by Chime's bank partners. Qualifying direct deposits required. Terms and limits apply. Go to chime.com/disclosures for details. In front of him is a barefoot young woman in her bedclothes, bleeding. He is walking her back towards the house she just escaped, where her mother is dying on the floor. The young lady, Ben Starks, got a gun. So did another neighbor. Two men came out their front doors in their own bedclothes into the cold and leveled firearms at a naked man with a sword in the middle of Indian Ridge Road. That is the moment the morning turned. Greer looked at the two barrels pointed at his chest and let Lauren Tabor go, but he didn't surrender. He went back into the Bowles house where Teresa was dying and Joseph was cut open, and he did two practical things. He found a pair of pants and put them on. He found the keys to the family's minivan.
What's so cold? Yeah.
All my life.
We started talking about it out there in the garage a little bit.
Think it'll change what's happened.
No.
There's blood all on the kitchen floor. Oh my God. I don't know who that was.
Who what was?
Perpetrated.
In the house?
Yeah.
Well, we know who that was. We're just...
Evident, ain't it?
Yeah, it's really evident. I just want to know from you why it happened, though, Tommy.
I don't know why. I turned and looked at Lauren. I said, oh my God, baby. I said, what I do? What I do? What happened? What I do? What I do? This is crying. It's so blue. Man. Oh my God. This ain't fair. This is not fair. The dude's out there with guns and stuff.
Yeah.
Tried to shoot me. She was laying on the ground.
She was laying on the ground.
Lauren was over with her.
Yeah.
She dead.
Yeah, she's dead.
Oh, Mom. I'm so sorry, Mom.
Were you fighting with Joe, too?
No.
No? So why did he get hurt today, then?
I don't know why anybody got hurt. I didn't think I was abusive. 3 black guys in 7 years. What's that? She hits me way more than that.
Was there something else that you used?
It was GHB and brass sauce.
So why would you kill your own mother?
I wouldn't kill my mom.
Huh?
I wouldn't.
But you did.
But I did.
Yep.
I think it's a premeditated crime or anything.
It just happened?
It was like a fucking dream. Can I tell you the rest of my story? I mean, my life's this. I would have lost the love of my life. I'll never see my little girls again. I just killed my mom. Killed some people. That is so weird.
I'm in there.
Yes, sir.
Let me see.
Huh. There you go.
No, it's old. We can't mess with it.
I mean, I can. It ain't gonna hurt me now. Smoking meth and or whatever. Why even hear it if you don't want to hear it all?
I do. I'm here to listen.
Just shut the f up and let me tell you.
Okay. I'm listening.
Then he came out and got into the 2008 Chrysler Town and Country that belonged to the Bowles. He put it in reverse and came backward across the road, hard, straight towards Ben Starks' house, with Starks standing in the front of it. Starks believed he was about to get run over. He and the other neighbor each fired one shot. Both rounds went through the back glass. The rear windshield came out in a spray, and the van kept coming and then kept going. Greer drove away in minutes before the first cruiser reached the road, likely terrified and, wisely so, to be shot.
I believe it was aliens? Yeah. In the woods with dogs reachable. Like gnomes, but hairy like dogs. This has to be hell.
Hey, Tommy, are you ever going to get to the part of the story where you tell me what happened today? Because you've asked me to listen to you, and I've listened to you.
You're listening?
I've listened to you for 3 hours, though.
Has it been 3 hours?
Yeah, it's been 3 hours.
How much you got left?
I got to go.
I'm seeing myself walking through the yard yelling at her. What's happened? What happened? What happened?
But you know what happened.
Of course I know what happened.
You're the one that did it.
We all know this.
Yeah. And I want to know why you took a sword and killed your girlfriend's mother and tried to kill your girlfriend's father. Why? Why would you do that?
Oh my God. I don't know why I would do something like that.
Get to the point.
I snapped.
Okay, you snapped, and then what?
I've been up way too long, and I've done some drugs I ain't never done before. Fast sauce and GHB.
That's what made you kill these people with a sword?
Why else would I? I've never hurt nobody like that in my life.
said you punched Lauren, you punched your 3-year-old.
Yeah,
but what would you make you take a sword to somebody today? Sword. Have you already forgotten about the sword?
I sharpened and stuck her up.
That sword was sharp enough for you to kill somebody with it today.
It's supposed to be. What's the point? Why am I have a gun with no blanks in it?
This is your last chance. Your last opportunity to say why you would do something like that.
I was trying to collect all the pieces.
Where was Joe?
I don't know, Joe.
He's almost dead. Where'd you get that red car from that you were in?
I got that from some old guys that let me use a phone.
Who were you trying to call?
Nobody. I was just trying to get into the house. I just do what everything that I love. How? Why? I might as well still be crazy the rest of my life. Why? You leaving?
What else is there to talk about?
I gotta tell you.
What are you going to tell me? I've been asking
you about what was going on in the house. I use listening apps to listen to everything's going on.
That doesn't tell me why you...
Listen, though. You're walking away. You're not listening.
You're telling the story. That's just another story.
They were prostituting her out.
Okay, hang tight.
Ben Starks and his neighbor put the guns down and went to work on the wounded. Both men had former EMT training. With the ambulances still coming from town, it was the only medical care in Indian Valley, and it belonged to 2 civilians who had been asleep minutes earlier. Teresa Bowles was in Stark's yard. She had gotten out of her house, and she had crossed the road. She had come to rest on the grass in front of the neighbor who was now kneeling over her. Lauren Tabor was in the yard too. Starks found a pulse on Teresa Bowles, and it was weak. A sword makes stabs and incisions, but it also makes a third kind, and pathologists call it a chop. A chop carries the cutting edge of a blade and the momentum of a club in the same motion. The edge opens the skin cleanly, and the weight behind it keeps going through the muscle and into the bone. Chop wounds break what they cut. They leave a groove pathologists can read like a tool mark, and a full swing goes through a rib, a forearm, a collarbone, a skull. Sharp force deaths are overwhelmingly deaths by bleeding. An adult carries about 5 liters. Lose a third and the pulse goes fast and thin, and the mind starts going with it. Lose more and the body cannot maintain pressure at all. A deep chop into the neck or across the shoulder opens vessels the width of a finger, and vessels that size empty a person in minutes. What 2 former EMTs had to work with was direct pressure. Pressure closes an arm or a leg. It does not close a neck or a chest or the hollow behind a collarbone because there is nothing underneath to press the wound against. Injuries that bad are closed in an operating room, or they are not closed at all. They stayed with Teresa. She died there, in the yard, before the ambulance made it up from town. 59 years old on a February lawn, half an hour from the hospital. Arterial bleeding does not wait for roads. The window in which a person with catastrophic injuries can be saved is measured in minutes, and in Indian Valley, it opened and closed entirely, while the only trained hands available couldn't do enough.
What'd you see? Wife ran downstairs, and she said, someone's outside, and they're hurt really bad. Someone's attacking somebody, someone's bleeding, so I grabbed my gun. When I walked out the front door, he seen me, he ran back up the hill. And she came running towards me. She victim, she was, so he helped her, and he came back out of the house with a samurai sword.
And he was completely naked and was holding the sword. He was yelling and pointing at her, not chasing her, but
manhandling her, pushing her, and threatening.
That's when I came out. I saw her face, and everything was completely covered in blood.
Then dropped up on my car. I had my .223 and I had my 20-gauge shotgun. And he was on drugs. I told him not to come over here or we're going to shoot you. He didn't. He comprehended that pretty well. Went the road. I got in the truck first. Realized the truck wasn't going to work. Got in the car. Back down the hill as fast as he could. Got there. He was going to hit us.
I fired 1 shot. Evan fired 1 shot. And then that's when he slams on the brakes and then takes off that way.
And I shot out his tire. I was back on him.
So when then he left?
Yeah, he never came back.
Did she say who it was?
What's his name? Greg?
George.
The victim that's dead, did she ever say anything to you? Did you
understand her?
She was on the ground.
Teresa, the older woman?
She lives here too.
Yeah,
Joe's wife.
Joe and Teresa live in the house. The daughter and the boyfriend have been there.
Joe. He's the one that's still in the house.
Still in the house. They're getting ready to transport.
What's her relationship to Joe?
I think it's daughter or stepdaughter or something like that.
Okay.
Her and the boyfriend about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's been a month.
So the boyfriend is the one that had the sword.
Yes.
Did he take the sword to somebody in that house?
I'm assuming that's what happened to Joe. That guy right there. Yeah, that's the dude. Yeah, that's the guy.
That should be a George T. Greer. Can you make sure you document who's in the house right now for me?
You don't have roll tape?
Let me go check. Yeah, Sonny, let me see what you got on him.
One hand cut off, one hand almost cut off, sliced across the neck, the chest.
Could end up with 2, 10, 7.
And we got one with missing limbs. Cut his arms off.
Let me back these cars up.
Anybody else in that house?
Should
be empty. Just checking you out real quick.
Sorry y'all had to see all this.
Well, to be honest with you, I'm not going to lie. I almost expected this way sooner. There's just craziness over there all the time.
Stereotype, but he doesn't look like a very good character. I've been to this house before.
Yeah, we made a lot around here.
The daughter kind of a tendency to gravitate towards the bad boys, but Joe and Teresa were magnets when it comes to strange individuals.
I scared the living out.
Did he take the sword with him? Or
yes.
The suspect may be armed with a large sword.
Did he take off in a vehicle, I take it?
Blue Town and Country.
I think for safety, we ought to clear that house up.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
You rolled?
Yes. You?
No.
Oh.
I'm out back, guys.
Okay. Norman's out back.
Lots of blood out here.
There's lots of blood in here.
Clear back here.
Okay. You want me to just step around the blood, tiptoe?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. I got smaller. It looks like it's been open. I could hear Norman and there's breeze coming through. Where's the animals? It's pretty bad in here. I got a locked door with a padlock on it.
There's nobody in there then.
Oh my gosh. Oh, there's a lot of blood over here. Yeah, we're good.
Lift the sheet back on her real quick. He got her real good. Her side of the head.
She's got a pain too. Thumbs missing.
And the lower extremities. Chest too. Can we take this and cover her up all the way?
Everything all right? No. Oh, well, it is. Yeah, we're safe, but it's not all right. Bloody mess.
Was he still breathing when he left?
Yes.
They moved him.
Pitch helicopter. He left for a while. He used to have a lot of domestic violence issues. And she left for a while, and it was just him there. I used to come get him all the time on domestic violence.
They've been here about a month. The white truck got here about a month ago.
That was his, as I'm assuming.
Everywhere they go in the van.
Yeah, when he left this morning, he took Joe and Teresa's van.
He got in the Ford, but I don't know if he didn't have a key to it or...
I'm Norman.
Cameron.
Nice to meet you, Cameron. When they shot at him, he went out that way.
Terrible spot because he could have gone anywhere.
Yeah.
Lauren Tabor was taken to Owensboro Health Twin Lakes Regional Medical Center. Her injuries were the least severe of the three, which means she was treated and released the same day. Teresa had watched her mother killed and her father cut down. She had been held at sword point and injured, and she was discharged by supper time and went out into the rest of her life. The search for George Greer ran from roughly 7:15 until 28 minutes past 1, 6 hours across 2 counties, involving the sheriff's office, Kentucky State Police, and every agency that could put a car on a road. George was a man with no plan. He drove the Bowles minivan away from Indian Ridge Road. At some point, he stopped and broke into a residence, where he took clothing. He had left the Bowles house in a pair of pants and nothing else. A half-dressed man in a stolen van, in a Kentucky February, needed clothes badly enough to commit a burglary for them. He kept driving, then crashed the van on farm property. He was on foot after that, in open country in winter, and he was spotted in a field near the scene. Officers gave chase. What saved him, temporarily, was an unlocked vehicle with the keys in it at a house near Short Creek. Greer took the second vehicle, a 2009 Chevrolet Impala, and the Impala is where it ended. He got it onto a farm property on Edward Cemetery Road and got it stuck in mud. Then, officers and troopers converged on it. Greer left the Impala and ran into the woods. They caught him there at 28 minutes past 1. George gave up without a struggle. He was lodged in the Grayson County Detention Center, and then he talked. George Greer was arraigned on Wednesday, the 7th of February, 2 days after the killing, in front of Grayson County District Judge Steve Crabessa. And as he was called up to the podium, George turned around to the people in the courtroom and asked them a question. "Are you going to pray for me and my family?" The room that morning contained, among others, the family of the woman he had killed 48 hours earlier. The Grayson County grand jury indicted him the following month. There was murder for Teresa Bowles. There was 2 counts of attempted murder for Joseph Bowles and Lauren Tabor. There was burglary in the 1st degree for the house where he took the clothes, theft by unlawful taking of an automobile, and fleeing or evading police. He is yet to be sentenced. 2 front doors faced each other across that road. It is a narrow strip of asphalt, and that morning it was the only distance in the world. Lauren Tabor ran across it screaming and was walked back at sword point. Ben Starks came across it with a gun and made a man let her go. Teresa Bowles came across it and died in a neighbor's yard. Spring came. The red buds opened along the ridge. The hardwoods filled back in over the water, and the frogs started up in the shallows at dusk. The grass came back in the yard where Teresa died. Below it all, the rough river surged past the ruined mill, just as it had long before Kentucky even had a name. It outlasted the first soul to discover its currents, and it will outlast the last.